Hello and welcome back to another video from Portugal. Today I am in a cool little forest in the shade. We've got the beach about 100 meters that way and it's really quite scenic and beautiful. I can hear the ocean waves crashing upon the cliffs just off in the distance, not very far away at all. Today I'm going to talk about speaking to strangers. This is something which I think has become less and less frequent over time, especially due to people spending more time on their screens, on their phone, walking around, head lost in their headphones and always sort of on the move and busy and in their own sort of bubble. Now, my experience of talking to strangers, I would say, has been very good in my life in general. And I say strangers, really, they're just other people I've not yet built a relationship with, right? So that's all they are. I mean, every single person is a stranger to some extent before we get to know them. So there's nothing that scary about it, and I just want to share my experience of this morning. So I was really clear on a few business things. I'd spent some time journaling and I'd had a nice cheese baguette and then I was walking around looking to go to a cafe and I just wanted to get a pastel donato and a coffee. So I'm wandering around, I go into one cafe, I couldn't see any pastel donatas at the front, so I was about to head out and go somewhere else. And then this woman just says to me, "Oh, hey, do you know what the Tottenham score was yesterday?" And I'm a bit like, no, like, what, why? Like, are you a Tottenham fan? She's like, no, I'm not a Tottenham fan. At that point, I'm thinking, well, why are you asking me, like, what the Tottenham score was? It seems a bit odd, right? But I ask her, so what team do you support? And she says she supports Ajax. And I'm like, oh, no way. I'm actually thinking of going to Amsterdam in a few months' time. And then we ended up just, like, talking for a little bit. And I was asking, oh, so you, like, on holiday here? Like, what's going on? And she invites me to sit down and have a coffee with her. So I'm just like, yeah, why not? I've got nothing else to do, to be fair. So sit down, she actually buys me a coffee, super kind of her, and she actually offers me this cake as well. Like, she was eating a cake and she's like, oh, I'm not gonna want to eat all of this, like, do you want the other half? Like, I've not eaten this part. So I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Why not? So anyway, we end up talking. I'm just asking her all about her life. She was in probably her 60s, I'd imagine. She had quite a few children and she'd just been to Tanzania as well, and that really piqued my curiosity. So she ends up showing me all these photos on her phone of the elephants and the leopards and the lions and the zebras and the flamingos and all these different animals and ostriches, and I could go on, but it was really cool. It was really quite a wholesome little chat, to be honest, and we ended up chatting for probably an hour and a half or something. And then I said, hey, what's your name? And she told me her name and I was like, hey, cool, I'm Tom, well, I'll see you around, hopefully I'll see you again, maybe by the beach or something. And off I went. Obviously I offered to pay for everything, but she declined, so there's a little bonus in there as well. But it was really, for me, just about that connection, and I think that came from me being out of a compulsive state. So I wasn't wrapped up in this bubble of my own desires, always sort of wanting more, wondering when I'm next going to go on my phone or look at porn or not look at porn, or any of the things that used to occupy my mind so much that I wouldn't really have that openness and space to just get lost in a connection with somebody I'd never met before. So it's really nice, and I think that kind of thing happens way more when you are out of this compulsive state, and that comes from having complete clarity in the present moment on the addicted part of your mind and what choices you are choosing to make. I think people massively underestimate how often they are in a compulsive state, how often they're in a constant conflict of wanting to do something, wanting to stop doing that thing, and they don't really have much clarity, peace of mind, or direction in their life. So, little tip from Portugal is to get really clear on your choices, know where you're heading. Once you have that complete utmost clarity, you're going to have way more peace of mind and space to get to know people and enjoy hearing their stories, hearing about their life, their experiences, and just passing on this beautiful journey we call life, right? So that's about it. Don't really have much else to say. Bit of a ramble, but yeah, have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.